On this week, I talk about warfare between North Korea and South Korea, but it's not what you think.
And I talk about an athletic director who retaliated against his principal using AI. Ooh. And welcome to Two Guys, Two Things, your low-calorie, fat-free podcast.
Boom.
I want to listen to that, if that's the case.
Of course not, because what does that mean? Nothing.
It's definitely not indulgent.
It doesn't mean anything.
But we do indulge.
Oh, indulge in what?
Oh, you know,
Podcasting?
The banter. People, please text the show.
Oh, yeah.
Text the show, and then you can tell us how the banter sucks.
How do you text the show?
Yeah. Well, you just got to, find the description of our podcast.
So go to Apple Podcasts.
Sure. Apple Podcasts,
or Spotify. And in the description. There's a number.
It says text the show.
Yeah.
And then you can text the show, and we can talk to you right here.
Yeah.
We'll mention your handle.
Yeah. So, please do that. Find the description when you're listening to this. And also, while you're at it, like and subscribe. Let's just say that now.
Oh, man, why are we doing it now?
It's better to do it now because
I think it's worse.
Here's the deal, though, but no one listens to the end.
It's like foreplay.
But wait, no. But no one listens to the end.
That's true.
So like and subscribe while you're listening, please. It really helps.
Okay. Anyway, this is the podcast. We take two semi-trending topics and discuss them each for 15 minutes.
About.
And then we plant a stake on that hill.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But to decide who gets to tell that story first, we decided to make a bet on something going on in the news.
Right.
Something that we think might happen. And whoever wins that bet,
tells their story first. Yeah.
So this is the thing. We're big film buffs.
Sure.
We enjoy a good movie now and then.
Absolutely.
What's the last movie you saw?
Saw one last night.
Oh my God, what was it?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Is it good?
Better than I thought. I went there not on purpose. It wouldn't be something I chose to watch. But yeah, it was kind of cool, entertaining. Okay. And I've never seen any Planet of the Apes, even the Charlton Heston.
You haven't seen any of them? That was your first one?
Yeah, none of them.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, so the good thing, though, is this one kind of starts a new story, so I didn't need to really watch the older ones, you know what I mean?
You can tell yourself that, but okay, sure.
No, it's true. It's starting a new,
So I could just watch one of those Mandalorians as my first entrance into any Star Wars. I'd be fine.
Well, an episode of a TV show is very different than a movie.
I know, but it's the world. It's the world still. I could do that and I'd be fine. I could watch Rogue One. I could watch Rogue One and be fine into the Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure, because that kind of starts.
Bad example. Boo. Okay, last movie I saw.
Like, what the hell happens next? I want to watch A New Hope.
Okay, I saw The African Queen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never seen
Humphrey
that either.
Bogart.
Never seen that.
Yeah, I just saw it. Really good. Brand new movie.
Anything after 1983 or before 1983.
Yeah, I think it's 1957.
I don't watch.
Okay, it doesn't matter. But we make a bet on something's going on, and we made on the film was Cannes, the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah. It happened, or is it done now?
I think it might have been happened and done.
Yeah, okay.
But it's all, as we know, it's in Europe.
Sure.
In a country.
It's France.
With French. Of course. I knew that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big film buff.
Yeah.
So, but everyone's talking about Cannes, because usually if it does well in Cannes, it's going to do really well for the award season. Right?
Oscar season, yeah.
Right.
For sure.
And so I was trying to what's going to be the biggest takeaway from Cannes? And I was making a bet because there's Francis Ford Coppola, got a brand new movie, hasn't done one in years.
Yep.
Kevin Costner, giant epic, went all out.
Megalopolis.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah. And then there's that Trump movie. all this stuff.
Yeah.
So and it's that's going to be the takeaway. I think this could be this Trump movie.
Is that the big one?
Yeah.
And it's not a bad bet. And I was like, he went with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I have to go off the board here because that's too easy. So I was like, you know what? It's going to be a disgruntled security guard. That's going to be the big story.
The talk away.
And I think that's what happened.
She's handsy.
She is the worst.
Yeah.
And you can say she's doing her job, but kind of a little too much. There's different. You can still do your job, but in a way that's not disrespectful. I think that's the thing.
Is it because they're not French?
Maybe
they're not French actors and actresses.
Maybe I don't know what it is.
Because I don't know.
But she was the winner of Cannes so far.
I want her if I get remarried.
Yeah.
I want her at my wedding.
Well, I think now she just someone just bought her rights and she's gonna be the next biopic.
Oh, I love it.
Cannes security guard.
She should be seriously hire her. She would be amazing.
Yeah.
She should protect the president.
I don't know about that.
She just pushed him.
Yeah. Get down.
He's got a gun. Yeah. Just push him. All right. And then.
No pictures. They're not trying to take a picture of me. They're trying to shoot me.
Shoot you with what? A camera. Okay. All right, Chris. Well, then you won the bet.
All right.
You're right. She's the talk of the town. What do you got? 15 minutes on the clock. Sock it to me, brother.
Never said that before.
I know.
Don't know how to take that. Mm-hmm. Let me get back into my story. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. So,
laughing.
Listen, I apologize here. We usually don't get political on this show, but this story is gonna dive deep. Okay. There's. I'm prepared to watch our viewership just drop. Yeah, and from the 15 it is now. And I hate to do it. I hate to get serious, but it's
a single digit.
There is something just happened between North Korea and South Korea that just hit the news. North Korea attacked South Korea. But
this happened?
They confirmed Wednesday that North Korea had sent over 260 balloons carrying feces and trash into South Korea. And this is true.
Wait, no, okay.
This is true.
North Korea sent balloons of feces?
Yeah, so they sent huge, big-ass balloons, flew them into South Korea, and attached to the balloon, a string was attached, and they were holding bags of feces and trash. Sent into. This
is how modern warfare has come.
So, yeah, they're diving deep. So,
was it their own feces? Do we know? Is it
we don't know whose feces it was.
It could be anybody's feces.
It could be any country's feces.
Oh my lord!
You should stop saying feces. What's grosser, feces or I said shit?
I think feces sounds worse.
Yeah, it sounds worse, right?
It does sound worse.
Yeah. So military and police.
I feel like you need gloves if you say feces.
Right,
wearing gloves.
right. It's a little too
not so much with shit.
Scientific.
Yeah.
They sent a bunch of doo-doo into South Korea.
That's good. But you say, we sat, we talked the shit. You don't say we talked the feces.
Yeah.
That'd be like,
it doesn't work, yeah. The military and police personnel are currently collecting balloons that have landed in South Korea territory with packages containing excrement and trash attached to them. So, authorities said that there were timers and explosive attached to the strings connected to the balloons. So after a certain amount of time, it would blow up the bag of shit and get all over South Korea or whatever town it landed in, I guess.
Do we even know that? Was that the destination?
Yes, of course. That's
you don't know where the wind's going. It could have blown to Japan or China.
I'm sure they had scientists say wind patterns and shit.
It's like if someone's sitting in the front of the car and they spit out the window.
Right.
You don't know where that's gonna go.
Well, it got to South Korea, so it worked.
Oh, and you say there's strings attached.
So it's
low enough that someone could reach and grab it like a light bulb. Oh my lord. There's a picture of it. That looks like a dead body.
So huge.
That picture looks like there's a dead body.
How much crap is in that?
That's a powerful balloon.
So huge balloons with strings, and then it would land, and then timers went off, and it would blow up the bag of poop.
It looks like a murderer put a dead body inside of a plastic bag, and
we'll put
pictures.
We'll put pictures of it.
That would be a clever way to get rid of a body.
Blow it up, send it off in a balloon. So there was timers. And they were also checking if propaganda leaflets were among the contents of the balloon. Which, why, right? Because if it blows up, the leaflets are going to be gone, right?
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So, fallen balloons. Hold on. Look at this picture.
Oh, that's not even. It's just a turd.
Yeah.
They didn't even bother covering the turd.
So fallen balloons traveled.
How did the turd stay?
And not obviously get broken? It's silhouettes. Okay. So obviously the balloons traveled and were found in South Korea's capital, Seoul. And I'm going to say some cities, so I apologize. And the provinces of Gyeonggi, Cheongcheong, Gyeongsang, and Jeolla. Okay, those are cities apparently in South Korea. These balloons were found in. On Tuesday evening, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff announced the military was responding to unidentified objects appearing at the border and seemingly carried North Korea propaganda material. So people were seeing these balloons and calling authorities and going, "There's something going on here." And it's not until they got close did they find out just bags of shit. like literal bags of shit that's North Korea was going to blow up on South Korea. So I guess the question is, okay, so obviously this is,
shitty.
Psychological warfare, right? Because it's like, is this considered a chemical weapon?
It's biohazard,
right? Because like if the timers did go off and blow this up, and people can get sick for sure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it sounds like if you were to do this as a country. By the way, this isn't a teenager doing this to their next door neighbors over the fence. This is a country deciding to do this to another country.
How many balloons in all?
260 balloons.
260.
Yeah, and that's what gets me is like
who signed up to offer.
That's what I mean. It's like who gathered this?
Yeah.
Who tied this up? And then by the way, there's a military war room going on here where military of North Korea got together. The brightest minds of North Korea got together and decided, what are we going to do? We can't do nuclear weapons. That's going to just start too much shit. No pun intended. Hey, that one guy in the corner who's never gotten his idea past Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim. Listen,
Kimmy.
Listen.
Kimbo.
You're going to say this is crazy, but just hear me out. Kim, if you can just hear me out. What if, just let me finish. What if we take big balloons, right?
Like it so far.
China
just had that big spy balloon. It looked like a cloud, like the moon.
Oh, so we're going to spy on South Korea? No. We're not going to spy on South Korea.
Okay.
I said, let me finish, Kim.
Okay, sorry.
You're going to get big balloons. We're going to tie a string to them.
I like it.
Attach bags of poop.
Go on.
And then detonate it when it gets over South Korea. Oh. That's going to really get them.
Yes.
That's going to really get them.
Oh, my God. Can we let it on fire as well?
Yeah. There's this war room there, and they came up with this, and they approved it.
This is like the last sketch that goes on in SNL. The last one at night that goes on.
Yeah. The 5 to midnight.
Yep. Yep. This is the coveted time slot.
Yeah.
For the craziest zaniest idea.
So it's already crazy just thinking about the steps that it took and the approvals it had to get through to be like, yeah, this is it. This is the idea.
This is the one.
So the Joint Chiefs of Staff also commented the balloon launching violated the international law and seriously threatened the safety of Korean people, which if it went off, you can get really sick. And it sternly advised North Korea to immediately cease such inhumane and tacky actions. That's what they're saying in North Korea.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, and so it is kind of funny. And if it wasn't North Korea, I would laugh harder. But it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It sounds like a Mike Myers movie, right? Like that's the idea he would come up with. How dumb can we make this? Warfare, and this is what we're gonna do. This
seems fake, but this is legit.
It seems fake.
Wow.
So the president. Office on the same day also said that North Korea seems to be testing whether South Koreans are psychologically perturbed by the actions, and so we were going to respond calmly to it. So they just made a statement and said, "Hey, knock it off, or else more stuff's going to happen to you." My favorite part of this is that on Sunday, last Sunday. Seoul warned that they would retaliate against North Korea, right? Balloon launches, and said that South Korea is going to threaten to send countless used toilet paper and filth to North Korea.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're not thinking big enough. What?
Countless used toilet papers and filth.
No, that's boring.
Well,
South Korea needs to put balloons.
Well, real quick, if they're gonna go, they gave actual shit, and they're gonna do wipe toilet paper.
Yeah.
And it's funny that's the response. Like, you better stop it.
Right.
We're gonna give you used toilet paper.
Right.
Which is okay. Go.
If anything, they should say no. We're gonna. They go low, we go high. We're gonna give you fresh toilet paper, clean rolls. Because clearly you might need them.
Yeah.
And then they'll get the respect of the international community.
I'll send them pipes. So they don't got plumbing. Here's some pipes.
There you go.
Dig a hole.
Drop pipes on them. Yeah. Although my first instinct was they just have balloons full of diarrhea, so then you shoot them down and it just pours out.
Right, like rain.
Yes.
Diarrhea rain.
That's worse.
That's the name of the podcast.
But I think
podcast episode, Diarrhea Rain.
I think if they give them, as a good Prince song, if they give
Diarrhea Rain.
No, thank you.
Never meant to cause you any trouble.
But I give you diarrhea rain.
Never meant to cause you any pain.
Diarrhea rain. So, but if they give them actually real rolls of toilet paper, humanitarian.
That's too
no,
nice.
because now everyone like, oh, they're so kind. Look how they responded.
Yeah,
I
don't think so.
I
don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. So they said North Korea defector groups occasionally launch balloons.
I'm sorry, what?
North Korea defector groups.
Oh.
What do you think I said?
Well, sorry. Defect.
Oh, like defecate?
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Defecate.
Okay. Usually launch balloons containing materials denouncing Kim Jong-un. So materials are going back between the Koreas. It seems like a lot. It seems like their mode.
What if it's just his poop?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Is he poops a lot.
He's like, listen, guys, I've been saving up.
I have like a week's worth, and it's this many.
Yeah. But it seems like
5 o'clock, boom.
Well,
8 o'clock, boom. Look at my bowel movements.
It seems like
you'll be impressed by my bowel movements.
Everyone bow.
Bow down to my bowel movements.
Everybody. So it seems like balloons are like the form of communication in the Koreas, I guess. Okay. Like when they want to tell the other country something, it's like send off a balloon.
Send out the balloons.
Yeah.
Send in the clowns who will send out the balloons.
So Tuesday's incident of launching dirty balloons is not unprecedented. Dirty.
Oh, it's not?
Dirty. No, it's not. A similar event occurred in 2016 when North Korea sent balloons packed with cigarette butts and used toilet paper.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Cigarette butts.
So there's a playbook.
So this is... I'm actually... I want to, dive into this more. Not the story necessarily, but, I want to, research this more. Where, this is truly just a thing that North Korea does, and because this, so it makes me almost believe that North Korea doesn't really hate South Korea, right? Because they have access to military weapons and bombs,
right?
And they aren't doing anything to South Korea. I mean, obviously the repercussions of that and blah blah blah. So we won't get into that, but it's so they're like, well, we can't truly bomb you.
Right.
If I just keep fucking with you a little bit, it's almost like trying to get your neighbor to move. Maybe you'll fucking take a hike, go down to Japan or something. You know what I mean? It seems like they're just trying to egg them on. Like, I'm just gonna be a bad neighbor. I'm gonna stomp on my floor and ruin your night, keep you up. It just things like that.
I don't think it's gonna make any defecators though out of South Korea.
No, thank you.
But no one's gonna want to move to North Korea after this.
No, you go down to Japan or something. Yeah. You keep moving south. That's what. But it's so.
This is how they can gain more territory. They go, look good they left.
Those cigarette butts and toilet paper did it. But it's so weird and so juvenile.
Yeah.
And not technologically advanced. It's such a weird thing for a country to do to another country. It makes it you can't take North Korea serious. They should
just make hog farms right on the border,
right, for this purpose,
and the smell will just get
why
down.
Not?
And they got rid of that territory. Let's make another hog farm.
So remember,
or what's a really bad restaurant or place that people don't like to go to, and just put one of those on.
Oh, okay.
You know,
yes, the smell of it. You mean?
Hey, just something.
Oh,
oh God.
Erase this from the podcast.
Oh, sorry.
So remember, so a couple years ago, everyone got mad at Trump for talking to Kim Jong Un and or wanting to, they were
he got a letter. He said he got a letter from him.
Yeah, and they were bickering back and forth.
Yeah.
They called him a hippo or something or whatever the fuck he called him.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he called him a hippo. But basically making fun of him. Everyone was like, no, what are you doing, poking the bear? You can't. Obviously, if you insult and that you're gonna start something. I don't know. I'm kind of with Trump. Fuck him. Obviously, it's you're gonna send a poop balloon my way. Obviously, you can't take North Korea seriously after this. No matter what threats they give to whatever country, whatever Kim Jong Un said he's gonna do to whatever course of action. I'll just be like, my dude. You send poop balloons over to South Korea.
It feels like an episode of South Park.
Yeah, 100%. Trey Parker and Matt Stone would 100% write this into one of their episodes.
Right.
And
In fact, I could see them doing one like we can't improve upon this story.
No, we're just gonna do this word for word. Like the time that they just did the Mormon story, and they just read from the Book of Mormon.
Yep.
You know,
dum.
Yeah. And so, I'm never gonna believe what Kim Jong Un says, and I'm never gonna care about what North Korea threatens from now on. Honestly.
Did you order balloons?
Oh no.
Oh my God,
Don't
that
open
would
it.
be.
I'm never gonna take it serious.
That's like the worst kid party ever.
Oh God.
Don't let Kim Jong Un.
Oh my God.
So, but I have another theory though on this. Mm-hmm. Is that I don't think it's actually a bad thing at all. I don't think it was meant to mess with the minds of the South Koreans. Okay. I think what it is that it's so miserable to live in North Korea.
Right.
That the residents there don't have good medical.
Okay.
So they're trying to send stool samples
to South Korea. To doctors.
And the notes, please.
Yeah, please look at this.
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You know.
Here's my name and address.
Right. I think I have worms. I'm not sure.
I gotcha. Yeah.
So I think it's a cry for help.
Okay, I can get that too.
The detonation, now that I don't know about that part, but that's. Mm-hmm. But so yeah, that's the thing. I think that's the biggest concern there.
Yeah. So no real end to it. They're just kind of looking into it, and they're just responding calmly.
Right.
But
but the balloons are happening regularly.
Like apparently, yeah. But it's
after meals.
Yeah, after meals. But yeah, it's almost like South Korea is like the parent when the brother hits the big brother hits the little sister. It's like, come on, man.
No, it's
like, come on. Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Stop. Just stop.
It's pretty hilarious.
It's pretty.
What would be the American response to that though? If Canada started doing that to us,
I think we would laugh.
We would just laugh.
Yeah.
You don't think we would? We would do something stupid.
We
would retaliate and something like. I mean, maybe not as stupid as how they were thinking. Use toilet paper, but we would probably do diarrhea bombs. I mean, we would do something.
Diarrhea bombs. Now, now who are we? What is this? This is not real life. Like it's bananas, dude.
This is like second grade, man.
It's 100% second grade shit, and it makes sense for North Korea. Yeah. Never again. Never again am I taking them seriously.
This does it.
Yeah. Please threaten to bomb anything. I don't care.
Balloons filled with feces.
Because you're not going to do it. You got poop balloons, my dude.
Maybe also, I would say this is maybe the future technology, because they can't seem to get a rocket launched.
Apparently.
They need a fuel with
Let's show them our wrath.
No, but I think that's a source that you're never going to run out of is excrement.
Do you think as the balloons launched, Kim Jong-un went wicked witch of the East? Fly, my pretties, fly! As he watches the balloons cross the horizon.
Actually, there's the movie, the Red Balloon, the old French movie. Yeah. So this is going to be the updated Cannes version.
Yeah, for sure.
Will be this one.
Oh, God. I couldn't believe it. But anyway.
That's hilarious. Okay, so my 50 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to take us to a story. This is in Maryland and Baltimore. And it's about a high school athletic director who was...
What's his name? Jeffrey.
His name? Yeah, Jeffrey. No, it wasn't Jeffrey.
Okay.
Sorry. Dawson Darien.
Way off. I never would have guessed it.
Yes, yeah, you're
never would have guessed it.
He's 31. Athletic director. So he lost his job.
Mm-hmm.
He got fired for using artificial intelligence to impersonate the principal on an audio recording.
Nice.
That also included racist and anti-Semitic comments.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It appears
technology.
to me...
Everyone finds a way, right? When good technology comes out, everyone finds a way to fuck it up for everyone else.
Yep.
Always, no matter what.
Isn't that great? They say the authorities are saying this is like one of the first of its kind in the country.
I mean, there's been voice. What do you? Okay.
So they're saying, look, they've seen this with celebrities.
Like actually, like real life use almost. This is kind of more real life. Oh, I get that because yes, deep fakes, voices that people will go, I'm gonna be Tom Cruise.
Exactly.
But to be like a real life, I'm gonna get
this is just a principle.
I'm gonna get Steve. I don't like him. Yeah.
How is there a lot of, because there's so much footage of like
this could go crazy
of the president or of Taylor Swift,
right
to use that you have to use
you have references.
So I'm wondering, like, if you got a message on your phone from
you don't need much
boss,
you don't need much, you
can put that into
you don't need much,
some sort of,
or if he's in a meeting with them, he happens to hit record or something like that, because you really do not need much, a couple sentences and it's gonna go. Like
That's crazy.
For sure.
That's why they're saying this is kind of the first of its kind because it's never been.
That's interesting. Yeah. That makes sense, and makes it scary. And these are the type of stories that make people go, oh, "We gotta watch this." He's like, "Nah, it sucks," but we can't stop generational technology because one dude decided to get back at his principal.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Because that doesn't sound like a prank. Racist shit.
So this athletic director, he faked the voice of Pikesville High School's principal in response to conversations the men had about Darian's poor work performance.
Okay, so he got reprimanded,
and whether his contract would be renewed.
See, so fuck this guy, man, because he gets a little criticism, a little, hey, here's what we need you to be doing now, and then turns 180 and goes, oh, F this guy, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got a little pissed off.
Yeah.
Because he also then.
Because he's perfect, I'm sure he's perfect.
He spread this out on social media.
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
And it got a lot of traction.
That's rough.
It got a lot.
And how do you prove the poor principal is like it wasn't? I swear to God, it wasn't me.
Right.
Like,
and so now but also got profound. There was a lot of repercussions because.
Yeah, I bet for sure.
It put the principal and his family at significant risk.
Yeah, it's a fucked up thing to do.
Yeah, and people were thinking, "Oh my God, he was getting hateful messages now."
Right.
People wanted to pull their kids out of the school.
Yeah.
And
No, as I would too. I'd be like, "Hey, wait, what is this?" And then they always go, "I'm going to do an investigation. Investigation, fire this guy." Right. That's where I would probably.
They would jump to it, and
I probably would too.
So scary if we're living in a world where it may not even have been you.
Right. Yeah.
That said the things.
And you're like, whoa. Yeah. So this is why it's a cliche, but hey, wait till everything is out and then make your.
Of course, you know what's crazy? Because on that conversation from the principal saying all these horrible things, Shaggy came on and said it wasn't me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It was the meddling
and
kids.
They still believed it all the way. They didn't think that was
That's
suspicious.
At the end. He said it was the meddling kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't me. So.
Oh, that's Shaggy.
Sorry. Yes, I meant the artist Shaggy.
That's a better joke.
Thank you. All right. It does.
Not Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Because
that doesn't make sense at all.
Oh, Scoob.
Well, because it wouldn't be Shaggy saying it, it'd be the guy Shaggy pulls it off. It wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Because they say it wasn't me, it was the meddling kids.
I see.
That's where I thought, but Shaggy wouldn't say it wasn't me.
That was actually a deeper.
Yeah, but Shaggy was never the suspect, so it wouldn't make sense for Shaggy to say it.
No, I would say 90s hip hop Rastafarian. How would you describe Shaggy? What was?
Yeah, it's
what is that music?
It's a hip hop-ish pop. Who knows?
I don't know.
They call it hip hop.
Hip hop? Oh, well, all right.
I just made that up.
So, but there was part of the reason why this athletic director wasn't going to be coming back.
Right.
Was he
slept with a kid?
No. So he fired someone without the approval. He fired a coach without the approval of the principal.
Okay.
It's like, okay, whatever. So he didn't do the chase. But the bigger issue was that there's $1,900 that's missing.
Oh.
So
okay, not good.
He apparently paid his roommate $1,900 in school funds under the false pretense that they were coaching the girls' soccer team.
And this is what got mad at the principal for. What are you talking about? Yeah, I did that, but it doesn't mean I should get fired or I shouldn't be on leave.
My roommate really needed the money. Okay.
Yes, I stole $1,900. What of it? You're gonna sit here and lecture me about it? This is like some high school type action, high school student type action, where I'm the cliche.
So this is what North Korea would do.
Yeah, 100%. No, it's like that cliche of the high school kid or junior high kid going to their parents oh, my teacher failed me. It's well, they failed you because you didn't do the work, but it's always somebody else's.
Not my fault.
Yeah.
Right.
So obviously this guy did something that's very much warranted to get a talking to,
he didn't.
and then to have the repercussions, it's dumb.
So Darian, the athletic director, he forged an audio clip in which it made it sound as if the principal was frustrated with black students and their test-taking abilities.
That's crazy. That's
and also made disparaging comments about Jewish individuals and two of the teachers.
I bet he came up with that real quick. Real easy for him. That's crazy. Because playing a prank or being mad at your boss or doing something to be even I'm going to key his car. Dumb, but it's
sure.
Okay. But to go this deep, because this is when you get into like racist stuff, trying to get principal fired, and not just fired, but like just outcast from the city, the town, wherever they're at,
potentially like in harm's way.
Yeah, like that's not just like saying something bad about them.
Right.
This is way deeper than that, and much more not okay. Right. Whereas before you're like, hey, misdemeanor, you got to pay a fine for doing something to your principal. This is like, you should go to jail, my dude. Right. You should go to jail because of what could what you're trying to do to somebody. This is beyond just, oh, I don't like you. It needs to have a different.
Yeah, I'm wondering what he was. He was really hoping to achieve to get him ousted.
Was he thinking just fired? But I was like, damn, this is a lot to say.
Because it took a life of its own.
Right, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Especially now, like when this kind of stuff gets out, especially now, it spreads. You know what I mean? Like it spreads, and that's why it's like the consequences for it needs to be like almost like make an example out of them. Like, hey, you can't. Especially using AI technology, put that stop to it. Be like, you can't do this. If you do, there's like years in jail for you if you're using this for harm.
But that's the thing. It's such a new thing, and so they're saying Maryland that they need to update their existing laws.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the laws yet set in place for things like this.
Yeah, and that's like when internet came out, right? There's always that bump, but it needs to be like, I love AI, I love the potential of it, but when stuff like this happens, make an example. But if there's no law in the books, like you said.
So here's like one. Okay. So for the current laws, one of the charges is disrupting school activities.
Sure.
But that only carries a 6-month sentence.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's
you got whatever you can do, I guess. Right?
Is that enough?
I know. It's not.
Does that sentence fit the charge?
Yeah. No, there needs to be something. But you can do what you do now. Then you change the law and go, hey, we want AI to flourish. You little dum-dums can't be messing it up for the rest of us, type of thing.
But I don't know how they actually were able to figure it out. They had experts analyze.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like, how did they finally believe it?
They had two different professors. One from Colorado, one from Berkeley. And one was saying like you could hear background noises that were added to make it seem more real.
How'd they know to look it up? I'm sure the principal was like, no, like it's not.
I know.
To even start investigating it because and especially if it's a smaller town, it would just be like, nope, sorry, you're out. You can't be saying stuff like this. So yeah.
Well, and I feel like we should have like Biden should be using this technology
for his own speeches,
right? Things like, oh, I didn't say that I was vice president during COVID.
Yeah, or like, look how good I am.
Right.
Yeah, there needs to be an AI Biden walking up, not even his voice, just like during speeches.
And say, go back, that wasn't me. And then also one of the professors said there was multiple recordings that were spliced together.
Mm-hmm.
So they think that this Darian, athletic director, used large language models such as OpenAI and Bing Chat.
Yep, okay.
Which tell users what steps to take to create synthetic media, make it seem real.
Sure.
So he was posted $5,000 bond.
So he's out now.
So he's out.
Okay.
But he was arrested a little bit after as he was trying to board a plane at the Baltimore-Washington International Airport.
He was going to jump bail?
I don't know. Why was taking a flight?
He posted bail and jumped it. So, he's going to jump bail.
But he was stopped because of how he had packaged his firearm for the flight.
Oh, God. Okay, so this guy's just a complete dum-dum. Which makes sense to even think about this. You're an idiot. But, to think like, I'm
just going to take a trip.
Yeah. What's that saying?
I'm hastily taking a firearm.
Yeah, like they never say, commit 2 crimes at once. So, like, if your taillight's out, don't have an open container if you're licensed. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So same thing. It's like if you're on bail for impersonating somebody, don't bring a firearm. Maybe you know what I mean. Yeah. Like now you're just gonna be doubly. Oh God, for what? He's jumping bail and bringing guns with him over some AI dumb shit. By the way, for something you did in the first place.
I know.
He did it in the first place.
I know.
Like it's not like
he almost got away with it.
Yeah. If it wasn't for those kids.
If it wasn't for shagging, I tell you.
Like, he did it to him in the first place, where it could have just been like, $1,900. It's like, probably a slap on the wrist, by the way.
You know, it sounds like he should have taken his dead uncle for a loan.
There you go.
For that amount of money.
Remember that one? You guys remember that? No?
But this thing, once he did that firearm, he didn't package it right. It also led them to look, and he actually has a previous warrant for his arrest.
Oh my God, dude!
It doesn't say what for. Doesn't say what
that's
for.
Why these criminals are the dumbest. Because like if he just would have like shut his mouth when the principal talked to him in the first place, he could have just been like, "Hey, you're not fired, but suspended. Hey, you're on probation," and then it would have been done. It would have been dropped. You and then you could have had your guns. You could have not worried about your warrant. But he's like, "Nope. I'm gonna make people think my principal's a racist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump bail and bring firearms with me, and I'm also have another warrant that I don't care about." It's like you could have just dropped it if you just sat there like a good boy in the office and said, "Yes, sorry, I won't do it again." Would have been done.
Yeah. Well, I think he thought he was losing his job.
You also making fake tapes of your principal is gonna make you lose it. So don't do another thing that makes you lose your job.
I don't know. This is a guy that I would love to see if he's dating. I like to see his profile.
I would love to play trivia with him so I can mop the floor with him because he's an idiot.
Well, but I'm saying like what is he saying about himself on the dating profiles?
Ooh, what would he say?
He's making some stuff up. I got a feeling.
100%. It's an AI picture.
Okay.
Based off his own picture, gussied up.
Yeah.
Probably
he was in the Olympics. He's an athletic director, so he's got to be,
Right, so he's going to say something about pickup trucks, beer,
he coached
and hunting.
Maybe the last NBA or the basketball in the Olympics.
No, I don't think he would go there, but he would say took our basketball team to the state championship.
Okay.
Even though
the local team.
Yeah. Even though they don't have a basketball team, and he would say something about.
I also have an 8-inch penis.
Just want a real woman who likes to drink beer and hunt with me, like stuff like that.
All right.
You don't think so?
I don't know. So, but the Baltimore County school system, they're recommending his termination.
Oh, recommending. Why is that even a recommendation? Just like the Baltimore County schools terminated.
It must be a good union.
It's recommending.
Like,
bro, like he got on the plane with a gun and has a warrant for his arrest. We can't have a teacher that has a warrant for his arrest.
I think he should teach a class about how to use AI.
Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be funny.
I think it'd be good.
He becomes a millionaire.
Yeah.
He's like Frank Abagnale. He the FBI starts talking to him. It's like, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Recommend it. That's the stupid.
They paint horses, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I hate that. I fucking unions. I love unions and the theory of unions, but boy, sometimes with unions, you're like, are you serious, guys? Come on, man. Come on.
But it's saying, but
what does it take for a teacher to get fired?
But they're saying that it's a scary time when you can take.
For sure it is.
And you're right. It doesn't take much. You can take any.
It doesn't. A couple sentences, man. That's all you need.
But how crazy is that?
Yeah, it's again. Anytime new technology comes out, there's always a story like this. There's always a first, and there's never laws for it, and it makes people go see, and it never lasts. But it's. I think that's.
Oh my God! That looks like you outside?
Oh, that's weird.
How'd you get outside?
Hologram.
Oh my God!
But no, there's always a first type of story like this that makes people panic and say, see what I said, we shouldn't use it.
Anyway, I don't know. All I know is that also the principal had to take leave, and
that's hopefully back now.
As of no, they were going to finish the school year out. They had administration filling in as substitutes.
Oh my God!
Until all the stuff has to happen. I mean, also, would the principal want to come back?
Well, yeah, I guess.
I mean, look,
it's just
even
one man's
when you're
actions,
falsely accused of something,
it still lingers. It's still there always.
People still,
yeah, and there's always dumbs. No matter what evidence to the contrary goes, no, man, that principal's a racist, and you're like, no, actually, Edith, like 2 years ago, it was proven that it was, a fake voice. Well, if it's fake, what do you mean fake voice? Like, there's always somebody.
I mean, do you feel like Tim Robbins' character in Shawshank Redemption ever can walk down the street without people looking at him like, oh?
We are dumb. We do that with actors. That we cuss them out on the street for when they're evil or bad guys in a movie. Fuck you, man. And they're like, I'm just playing a fucking.
No, it's crazy actually. Clockwork Orange, Malcolm Gladwell, not Malcolm Gladwell.
Malcolm Gladwell. I do like Malcolm Gladwell.
Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
The actor, he was so convincing in that role of such a psychopath that he said he couldn't find a job for years after that.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, it's
No, it's gonna linger.
Same with Psycho.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I can't think of the actor right now. Bates.
Jeremy Bates.
Was the character.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it always lingers, and that sucks for the person.
Who was in Psycho? Anthony Perkins. Thank you. So Anthony Perkins, he couldn't live
see
that down.
anybody but see him. Yeah. No, it sucks for that principal. Maybe you move to a different school. Maybe, I guess, if you have to. But if it's like, if it's good enough evidence, and you're like, no, this guy's obviously a criminal.
I don't know. All right, takeaways.
He should be fired for hiring that athletic director for hiring a criminal. You do background checks. You had a warrant. Background checks.
AI coming to
Yowzers.
Messing with the average Joe.
Wait. What are we doing?
Takeaways.
That's what we're doing. We're doing takeaways. Takeaways is North Korea is a joke.
Wait, I thought Netflix was a joke.
Oh shit, you're right. I messed that up.
Okay.
No, North Korea is a joke.
I'd watch that.
And that's a good documentary, new on Netflix. And don't be afraid of technology. This also includes you, North Korea. You use actual technology. Don't be afraid of it, man. The poop balloons.
That's perfect.
If an athletic director is using AI, you can maybe advance from poop balloons.
Yeah, I think that's incredible. I feel that this athletic director, my takeaway is his only career now lies in North Korea.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he'll actually be in the war room.
He's going to be the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
Poop balloons, guys, let me tell you about something.
We can deep fake these.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll make them look like balloons.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
But they're not.
Yeah.
They'll be bombs.
Yes, they'll be actual bombs.
Full of diarrhea. Okay, perfect. All right, thank you guys for checking us out. 2 Guys, 2 Things. And, we are all over the place, kind of like diarrhea.
All right.
And so you can find us. We have our YouTube page.
YouTube at 2 Guys 2 Things.
We have our TikTok.
Yeah, at 2 Guys 2 Things Pod.
We have our X.
At 2 Guys 2 Things. Just listen.
We have our OnlyFans.
I don't know. Just Google at 2 Guys or not. Just Google 2 Guys 2 Things. You can find us Apple Music. Nope. Apple Podcasts. Spotify.
We have our Amazon Prime.
We have we have clips of the podcast. We have full video podcasts up on YouTube at 2 Guys 2 Things, and some funny stuff on there. Check it out. Subscribe.
It's great. There we go. And yeah, text the show so we can share what you have to say. We'd love it. All right. Thank you guys, and watch out for the balloons in the sky that are falling full of poop.
I'm going to cut it off way before that.
Do that. Okay. Thank you guys for listening, and don't look up.
Nice. Good movie.
Okay, ready? And now we're going to do... You can hear this, Jim. So this week we talk about...